Hello my fellow crafters and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to David Rodeburg. That's the new name of my channel because I've decided to change the name of my channel from Inspiration for Cards to my name. Made more sense since I'm doing more than just cards. I decided to change the name to David Rodeburg. Easier to find and it makes more sense, at least in my head. So now I just have to get used to doing my opening because that is slightly weird now. Anyways, welcome to my channel. Good that you're here. Today I'm going to be playing with a planner page again. That's been ages since I've done that. But with the new release from Esther, I could not resist and I got it. So I'm going to play with that and we're going to make a page together. So let's dive in. If I can find the right button. Oh, there it is. Let's dive in and make a page. Now we're going to work with this set and I've prepared all bits and bobs and things, and we're going to be working with the 2010 the Bellerose 58 Craft Lover. So I've cut out all sorts of things and I'm going to be working in this planner. This is a planner that I decided to make with when the canvas planners came out. And this is just a little pocket I made on the front. I just like the thing. So that's the one I'm going to be using. And because I will work in planner pages in the future as well. So this is my planner that I'm going to be making. Now I'm not going to be making a planner with the weeks and etc. So I'm just going to play. So I've got my base page here, which is, excuse my craft mat, it's all dirty from other projects I was doing. Didn't have time to clean it. And I wanted to play. So now I'm using the beautiful paper from that beautiful new paper pack that's called, I've got it here, Bellerose Pink. Lovely paper pack. So that's the paper I'm going to be using. And what I'm going to be doing is I've got a little heart-shaped stencil from the Art Journal collection. And I've got some white gesso here. Now what I'm going to do is make really dirty hands, I'm pretty sure. But yeah. Now this is, oh, what am I doing? This sponge has dropped in completely. Oh well, I'll clean my fingers. I'm just gonna dab that on there to give that, yeah, make that white through that stencil. It doesn't have to be perfect hearts. It's more that there is some more structure on there. So that's what I want to do. So this is just clear white gesso. You see, just put some hearts on there. I will do the same here. There we go. So the gesso needs to dry. I thought I cleaned my fingers. Oh, enough. Ignore them. So this needs to dry for a second. So I will assemble my embroidery ring because, well, I've got some things that we need to glue together. Now I decided not to bore you guys with while I'm embroidering this because, trust me, this took forever. But I put an L from love on there. Craft lover, love doing this. So and at this moment my microphone decided to stop, so I'm gonna do the rest in a voiceover. What I'm doing now is I'm gonna etch that embroidery ring inside and out before I glue it together. So I have to figure out how to do that, but well, it's not rocket science though. It fits together perfectly, but I just need to make sure I get that thread out of there so I don't glue it down with the embroidery ring. I'm using my frayed burlap to do that. Frayed burlap is a beautiful color to etch your papers with and to etch your items with, especially with the paper that Esther designs. That is a perfect match. So just going around that, and while I'm at it, I might as well just do the page because, well, why not? Just going around, edging that. And I'm going to do something fun with these holes later on. Not all the holes, but yeah, you will see later. You see how beautiful that frayed burlap matches that pink, and there's a hint of that color actually in the paper, so it's a perfect match. Just goes together really well. So now it's time to glue down my embroidery ring, but before I do that I trim off the excess of the black because I don't need that. So I'm getting a thread through the loop of that ring, and I'm using my art glitter glue to glue that down. And it's a perfect fit, as usual. Esther's got a great eye for detail, so she will make sure it fits together perfectly. So that's the embroidery ring done. Now on top of that I've trimmed out that top piece out of the metallic paper, but I've decided not to go with silver or gold. I wanted that pink to come back, and I had a scrap piece of that pink paper laying around, so I just thought, hey, might as well use that. Now I've also cut out another version of that craft lover, and I'm just going to offset that. So I'm lining that up, lining up the hole, putting it together, and then just slightly slide that to the side, making sure the hole stays together, and then that will be it. Next I'm going to take a mini eyelet and put that into the hole, making sure yeah, it fits, and it just gives it a nice black detail. If I figure out how to use that crocodile thingy, that's the desk setting. I'm always struggling with that one. Just need to read the manual. But yeah, I'm a guy. I don't read manuals. I just find out how it works. Does that work for me? No, but yeah, okay, it's in there. So next I've got a piece of black and white, yeah, bakery twine I think it is, or something like that, I don't know. But I've had that roll in my hands many times, can't find the start or the beginning, so I just cut it open and get it started, because yeah, better that than have it laying around in my drawer. Right, putting that through, making a loop, and then I will use my tiny attacher to give it that 2 stitches, just for fun actually, because it'll stay on there, but I just like that tiny attacher, so I use it every time I can. So that element is now ready to go on, but I'm not done yet, because I've got some tickets that I want to have on there, and I'm just debating here, what do I do? What do I want? Which tickets do I want on there? And I've got these safety pins that I want on there, but it's too... no, I need more. Well, that was my thought process here. So I just thought, well, yeah, let's get some tickets out that I made for another project actually, but I'm going to use them on this one. So I'm tearing these tickets apart because I want to use the loose tickets, but that's the fun of this ticket set. You can use all sorts of things, and you can easily tear them apart. So I'm edging these where I just ripped them apart, and I'm going to use them onto my project. I love these tickets. It's another fun set from Esther, and these stamps fit them perfectly. So yeah, it's a really fun set to play with. So I'm just going to see here how I'm going to put that together, and I end up changing my mind when I'm gluing it down, but you will see that in a second. Yeah, that's me, because here I decide, I think before I do this I need to change that around. So taking out that thread from that needle, and I'm gonna just quickly do some stitching around the edge in these holes that are in there. Now I'm just doing some simple stitching, nothing, it's just going back and forth, one hole, then into the other one, and back, and then to the other hole, and it just gives a nice black detail through these holes. And I'm not doing the whole thing, I'm just doing it up until, let's say, the height of the embroidery loop, and then I'll go through the needle again, the paper needle that is, and secure it onto the paper. So but it just gives it a nice and fun detail. And this set is perfect for these kind of details, so that's fun. Now with the art glitter glue, I've just put down a tiny bit, and that will hold that piece of string in place. then it looks like it's just laying on the paper, but it's at least then it's secured, and then you see the edge nicely done. Now here I changed my mind. I've decided to put it on the other side of the paper where I planned it at first. That's how it goes, right? Creative freedom. So that's on there. Now it's just a matter of assembling, and I had a fun idea with the, well, at least I thought it was fun. Fun idea with the safety pins, putting them on there, but just, yeah, that the pins hold the paper in place. That was the idea. Here I got the idea, and that's how I execute it. So I've glued the pin onto the back, and now I'm sticking the whole ticket down onto that paper and sticking this last one just under there, and then gluing it down so it's overlapping. It's a nice cluster of tickets, and then these safety pins are holding the paper in place. Now next are hole reinforcers. I've used one from the last set of hole reinforcers, and this got the stitched edge on the square. I just thought that would match this really well, so I decided to use those, and I love that pop of black coming back. So I've got blue embroidery thread, I've got the black, so not blue, David, I've got black embroidery thread, I've got black behind the craft lover, and I've got black hole reinforcers and black ink, obviously I used to stamp the tickets with. So I've cut out the hole reinforcers with the double-sided adhesive on the back, so that will go on there quite easily. Simple but quick job. I'm still not happy. So what I'm doing, I'm taking one of the new sets from Esther. Actually it is the CS291 Let's Stick Together, and I'm using the lips from that set, the big lips or the small ones. What did I use? I think the small ones actually. The small lips, and I'm gonna stamp that out using my red Simon Hurley Create inks, the Love Struck, and I'm stamping that out over the page, just to create a bit more layeredness and some depth on the page. It needed some more filling up. So, and this ink, despite that it's a dye ink, it stamps quite beautiful, and I'm doing second generation, first generation, third generation even here. And you see that it's creating a nice pink hue, and this color matches the paper fantastically. It's a very pinkish red, but it's yeah, it matches it perfectly, so that's why I chose that one. But I'm still not happy. So I'm taking the same stamp set, and I'm taking the XOXO, so hugs and kisses, and I'm doing that with black, stamping that at the top there, just to finish it off, making sure that the black comes back. And I just love stamping. I think it finishes the page. So I'm stamping over my red there. Since this is a pigment ink, it actually works pretty well over that ink. So cleaning up my mess, putting back my my stamp, and I'm thinking now, do I need something else? Do I want something else? No, I don't want something else. I think it's done. So this is it for today, guys. If you like this video, please give this video a thumbs up, because that will help other people see my video as well. But yeah, I really love how this turned out. So if you do like this video, and also consider to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet, because more fun projects coming up, and obviously you don't want to miss the launch of my own collection. That's going to be hopefully at the end of this month. We're looking at the 28th of February yet, but it's not sure yet, so we'll wait and see. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.